Have you ever wondered about the significance of sacred texts in different religions? Why are they so important? Welcome to our exploration of the profound impact and importance of these texts, with a particular focus on the Tanakh, a pivotal religious text in Judaism. Sacred texts serve as a guiding beacon in the lives of millions around the globe, shaping moral paradigms, influencing cultures, and providing a framework for understanding the universe and our place within it. They are not just collections of stories or rules, but are repositories of wisdom, values, and ideals that have stood the test of time. Now let's delve into the Tanakh, a sacred text that holds immense significance in Judaism. The name Tanakh is an acronym, derived from the initials of its three divisions, Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim, translating to law, prophets, and writings, respectively. The Torah, often referred to as the 5 books of Moses, is the foundation of Jewish law. It encompasses the creation of the universe, the early history of humanity, and the formation of the Jewish nation. It sets the stage for the rest of the Tanakh, establishing the covenant between God and the Jewish people. Next, we have the Nevi'im, or prophets, which narrate the history of the Jewish people from the entrance into the Promised Land until the Babylonian exile. They offer lessons of faith, leadership, and ethics, often through the lives of key biblical figures. Finally, the Ketuvim, or writings, is a diverse compilation of poetry, philosophy, and narrative. It includes renowned texts like Psalms, Proverbs, and Job, offering profound insights into the human condition and our relationship with the divine. The Tanakh, in its entirety, is a testament to Jewish faith and history. It is a chronicle of divine revelations, a guide to ethical living, and a source of spiritual nourishment. It's not just a book, it's a living, breathing entity that continues to shape Jewish identity and thought, even thousands of years after its inception. The Tanakh is not just a book, but a testament to Jewish faith and history. As we dive deeper into the following scenes, we'll uncover more about the Tanakh's influence and its unique place among other sacred texts. Diving into the Tanakh, we find a wealth of stories, laws, and wisdom. This sacred text is not just a book, but a compendium of Jewish history, faith, and culture. The Torah, or the 5 books of Moses, is the heart of the Tanakh. It begins with the creation of the world and narrates the early history of humanity, the rise of the Jewish people, and the laws given to them. It's here that we find iconic stories such as Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, Noah's Ark, and the Exodus from Egypt. Next, the Nevi'im, or prophets, continue the narrative. This section presents the history of the Jewish people in the Promised Land and includes the prophetic visions of figures like Isaiah and Jeremiah. These prophets warned of divine punishment, but also gave hope for redemption and a peaceful future. The Ketuvim, or writings, is the final part of the Tanakh. This collection includes poetry, wisdom literature, and additional historical accounts. It's here that we find the passionate love poetry of the Song of Songs, the wisdom of Proverbs, and the existential questioning of Ecclesiastes. Beyond its role as a historical and literary work, the Tanakh is fundamental to Jewish worship and study. It's read in synagogues during services, studied in depth in yeshivas, and its passages are used in Jewish rituals and prayers. These texts are not static. They are a living tradition, constantly being studied, argued about, and interpreted in new ways. Exploring the Tanakh is like embarking on a journey through time, across landscapes, through the hearts and minds of prophets, poets, kings, and ordinary people. It's a journey that offers insight into the human condition, the nature of the divine, and the role of law and morality in shaping a community. The Tanakh is a living document, constantly being studied and interpreted by Jewish scholars. It is a testament to the enduring power of these ancient words and their relevance to modern life. How does the Tanakh compare to other sacred texts? That's a question that's been asked by many, and today we're going to dive into it. Let's start with the similarities. The Tanakh, much like the Christian Bible or the Quran, is a collection of scriptures that are considered sacred and authoritative. They all serve as guides for moral and ethical conduct, providing narratives, laws, prophecies, and wisdom literature that help their followers navigate through life. But as they say, the devil is in the details, and it's these details that set the Tanakh apart. One of the most striking differences is the original language. While the Bible was primarily written in Hebrew and Greek and the Quran in Arabic, the Tanakh is written entirely in Hebrew, a language deeply intertwined with Jewish history and culture. The focus of the Tanakh is another unique aspect. Where the Christian Bible and the Quran have a broader focus, encompassing all of humanity, the Tanakh is more centered on the Jewish people. It chronicles their history, their struggles, their triumphs, and their relationship with God. This doesn't mean it's exclusive, far from it. The messages and teachings of the Tanakh have universal applications, resonating with people from all walks of life. In terms of structure, the Tanakh is divided into 3 parts: the Torah, the Nevi'im, and the Ketuvim, each playing a different role in the Jewish faith. The Christian Bible, on the other hand, is split into the Old and New Testaments, while the Quran is composed of 114 chapters or surahs. But perhaps the most important difference lies not in the texts themselves, but in how they are interpreted. The Tanakh is often read with a focus on the Peshat, or plain meaning, but also with an eye towards the Drash, the deeper, more allegorical understandings. This dual approach to interpretation sets it apart from other texts, adding an extra layer of richness and complexity. While all sacred texts share a common goal of guiding their followers, each has its unique characteristics and significance. The influence of the Tanakh extends far beyond religious study. Diving into the Tanakh's influence, we find it resonating beyond the confines of religious discourse. It has left indelible imprints on various aspects of human civilization, including culture, literature, and law, shaping them in profound ways. Imagine the world of literature without the influence of the Tanakh. The narrative richness of the Tanakh has offered an endless source of inspiration for writers across the ages. From Leo Tolstoy to Fyodor Dostoevsky, to more contemporary authors like Philip Roth and Cynthia Ozick, the themes and stories from the Tanakh have been creatively interpreted and reimagined in their works. The epic tales of heroism, moral dilemmas, and divine interactions have not only provided compelling storylines, but also explored the depths of human nature and ethics. And it's not just literature. The world of art, too, has been deeply influenced by the Tanakh. Artists from Michelangelo to Marc Chagall have found inspiration in its pages, creating masterpieces that continue to captivate audiences worldwide. The characters and stories from the Tanakh have been depicted in countless paintings, sculptures, and even in architecture, leaving a lasting legacy of the sacred text in the visual arts. Turning our attention to law, the ethical and legal principles found in the Tanakh have been foundational in shaping societal norms and legal systems. The 10 Commandments, for instance, have played a significant role in informing moral and ethical codes across different cultures. Moving on to politics, the Tanakh has been used and interpreted in various ways to support political ideologies and movements. From serving as a source of inspiration for social justice movements to being used as a tool for nation building, the Tanakh's influence in politics is undeniable. In essence, the Tanakh's reach is not limited to the spiritual or religious realm. It has permeated various facets of human life, shaping our collective consciousness and contributing to the evolution of our societies. The Tanakh's influence is felt not just in Judaism, but in the wider world as well. What can we learn from the Tanakh? As we delve into the heart of this sacred text, we uncover a wealth of insights and takeaways that continue to resonate with humanity's deepest questions and aspirations. Firstly, the Tanakh underscores the importance of moral law. It serves as a moral compass, guiding individuals towards a life of virtue and righteousness. From honoring one's parents to refraining from false witness, these laws remind us of the inherent dignity of each person and our responsibility towards one another. Next, the Tanakh extols the value of wisdom. Books like Proverbs and Job offer profound reflections on the human condition, exploring themes of suffering, justice, and the pursuit of knowledge. They teach us that wisdom is not merely the accumulation of facts, but a discerning heart, an understanding mind, and a life lived in harmony with the divine order. And of course, we cannot overlook the power of faith that permeates the Tanakh. From Abraham's trust in God's promise to Moses' courage in leading the Israelites out of Egypt, these stories illustrate how faith can inspire hope, ignite courage, and transform lives. But the Tanakh is not just a book of laws, wisdom, and faith. It is also a book of stories, poems, and prophecies that reflect the joys, sorrows, triumphs, and struggles of the human experience. It invites us to see ourselves in its pages, to wrestle with its teachings, and to seek our own understanding. So, whether you are a religious scholar seeking deeper understanding, a spiritual seeker exploring different faith traditions, or simply a lover of wisdom and literature, the Tanakh has something to offer you. Its teachings, stories, and insights provide a rich tapestry of human experience and divine revelation that continues to speak to us across the ages. The Tanakh, like all sacred texts, invites us to explore, question, and learn. It is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the human spirit. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.